Hey, Mr. Garland.
Andrea?
Are you coming to the screening? Okay. Okay, I can remember. No, just
you know, my friend Mike got scared to do the interviews.
We're not sure yet.
He just bought the last ticket.
Like, we think we just bought the last ticket. I mean, I already ordered online, but I'm
Oh, you have tickets? Okay. I just like wanted to. I ordered mine online and I didn't know if it. So, for the project, every team picks out a genre from a hat. So, our team got a buddy film, and we sort of were like, a buddy film. That could be a lot of things. So, we brainstormed a lot of different ideas, and so we thought, what if we were all auditioning for a buddy film? So, that is the idea that we ended up going with. And so, in the film, you see us going through these different situations, what it would be like to audition for a film, and it's a comedy, and I think it's something that actors can appreciate and laugh at, but other people that aren't actors I think can appreciate too. And the title of the film that we're auditioning for is called The Last Buddy, and the premise of the film within the film is what if it was the end of the world and there were only two people left, you would have to become buddies with this person. So and at the end, you sort of see the trailer for the film that we're auditioning for.
So I was one of the actors. I've never done the 48 Film Festival ever before, so I didn't know what it'd be like. So
Did you find out?
they actually, it's a funny story, actually sent off a little email saying there were four teams, 7 teams in the email. I thought, well, that's nice. It's a small little project. I got there. That was one group. There are 15 groups. There's 19 teams. So this thing is gigantic. So it was really fun. We had no script, we had nothing, and we all just had the genre. We all sat around, ate a whole bunch, and drank coffee, and tried to figure out what the heck to do. We just banged it around. I got one piece that we had a whole bunch of different ideas, and then one seemed to have more luminance with more people, and then we kind of added to it, and then we also had to balance off what would be simple enough to do in one day of shooting. Because if you make it too complicated, too many layers, you're not going to get it done, and it's going to come out like soup. So we found a simple concept that the actors could have a lot of fun, and then the editors could do a lot of editing with, actually put something together.
Well, as an actor, one of the great things about doing this as an actor is that Screen Actors Guild allows their actors to be a part of it. And generally you work one day, maybe Friday night if you want to be in on the planning, but the shoot is one day, one Saturday, so it's really great. Usually you get something, at least a bit of lines, if not a leading part, and it's something you can use for your reel. So yeah, it's always been worth it for me. It's always been a lot of fun. I meet a lot of people. This is my 4th time. Last year I produced my own film, and that was a lot of fun, and we won awards.
I am the director. We kind of figured out the crew positions, but like I was the I worked with Mr. Garland a lot on stuff. He's my teacher. He's taught me that, like most of what I know. So he kind of picked me for the director job of this movie because I had been the first assistant director. He was the director of the other project I told you about, the Golden Ball Tavern, and so he picked me to direct this, and because he was an actor in this movie. In this, I was there the whole process. I was there to help write. We all we had like a big session at night at Andrea's house, and we came up together with an idea. Then the shooting day, in terms of what I did, I managed the crew basically. We set up the cameras, we got everything running, we got the actors were in position, and there was actually less work on my part for this one, probably because a good amount of the stuff that the actors were doing was like improvisation. But we had to. I took care of making sure that that everyone was synchronized. We had 2 cameras we were running at the same time. We had one on Mr. Garland, and because it's a series of interviews, of auditions, we had one camera pointed at the people auditioning and one camera pointed at our director and director of our casting director. Everyone was actors in this, but so we had to run 2 cameras. We had to run sound to get everyone. So I would get the cameras rolling. We had crew to do this stuff, and I call the action, cut, those sort of things.
It is a creative outlet in a way that normally other people can't do. People can work in the background, which we don't here. People can work in community theater, but if a person wants to work in film, there are not enormous good outlets. You can't walk into Hollywood and say, I want to be a star, or I want to be a director. It simply doesn't work that way. This gives you a chance to do both those things on a budget of maybe $100.
They say he comes on a whiteboard.
Don't panic.
I've seen that one.
Seriously.
What's it, Radio City Music Hall?
It's one of those odd things where you don't have a lot of time to develop a script. So if you start off with an idea, begin to flesh it out, try to shoot, my philosophy is try to shoot something. And once you've got something shot, this will very often give you an idea to do more. And eventually you will gradually find that you're narrowing down your range of choices until you come up with something that seems to be workable at the end of the day rather than at the beginning.